Dude. Alright. So, just check out this first bit. This first clip is brilliant. They've really upped the graphics since the last simulator. Obviously, I didn't record any of the last simulator, but I played it a couple of years ago. The last one was 2015. This is now 2000. This is a 2018 game, and it's really good. I've played it and started it, and I'm currently taking apart the engine. So my theory is that you take everything apart, renew it, put it back together again. So I'm going to start with the engine, and uh, and then once the engine is complete, I'll do the axle, and then all the rest of the gubbins, and then like this badass is doing, I'll be doing the body work afterwards. Um, Alongside this, I'll also be working on another car too, but that would be pretty. That'd be rarer than this. Look how cool that is. Yes. Right, let's get into this. Okay, so what a great start. So when I first recorded this with the video footage, I thought that, which it does for some strange reason, um, the camera has a inbuilt microphone, and I thought that the microphone was working, but for some reason, whilst you're capturing this at the same time, it doesn't seem to work. So we're just going to go with this for this episode. I know where I've gone wrong, and I know how to fix it in the future. So yes, yeah, not a great beginning, but hey ho. But this will be a good kind of start to the series, and obviously things will get better. So this is the tutorial, and what I did realise is you have like a beginner's garage with a built car and a semi-built car to begin with, and then once you get to a certain bit, or when you decide to sort of test one of the cars, you're automatically kicked out of the tutorial, and then you've got your own garage, which is from scratch, and then you have to run professionally as you would a car mechanic. Uh, so last night, basically what I did was I pulled the headers and spark plugs and the majority of the top half of the engine off bit by bit. But in order to get the rest of the engine apart, so you can see the gearbox, you can see the starter motor. In order to get the rest off it, I had to get rid of the drive shaft, which took me a little while. So that's why I haven't started off with that. But finally got there, and you can just slowly take the bits apart quite easily. What I do like about this game is you don't have to get the right tool for it. You can just take it off. In My Summer Car, in that game, you have to get the right tool as well as doing the actual thing. So yes. So taking that off. So basically, my plan, I just want to get this car. So my plan is to get rid of all the bits, take all the bits off, so it's all in my inventory. Inventory, yeah, and then fix it all up so it's all good as new, and then put it all back together again. So my first task, well, for this part, not knowing that this is it says tutorial at the top. Um, But not knowing a tutorial, I was thinking, right, okay, rather than buying new parts, if I could just fix the parts I've got and then rebuild it, sell the car, and then start a whole new thing, whole new project, and that'd be great. I think that's, that would be my plan. Um, but hey ho, so plodding along. The Rust looks really good though. The graphics, they really nailed the graphics, and it's quite fun. It's taking, well, I mean, taking car apart is the most enthralling thing to do, but I mean, I enjoy it. It's personal preference really, but they make it easy and fun, and the graphics are good, and so it is enjoyable in some respects. Um, so yes. So rather than putting, it does have music. Um, so, but just with this clip, I thought, let's keep it quiet to begin with and see what happens, and just plod along with this. So obviously, these will get more and more entertaining as I go. Um, so yeah, so we do. So I wanted it in purple. I'm not actually quite sure what this car is, like what the model is. Um, but I do know that this is the petrol car, and you have a diesel car as well. Um, and I think you can buy both diesel and petrol, but I think and you can test them. So yeah, later on in the video you'll see you can not only build a car, but you can also test the car. You got a car park where you can. So they've put a car park in the game where you can walk from each like a multi-story car park. You can walk from every level and see the cars you got. You can also test the car in this original game. You can test the car on an abandoned airfield. You can't do the dirt track, but you can do a racetrack. Um, you can also go to a car shop as well, like a car display shop, and look at new cars, which I thought was quite interesting. Um, oh my god, I'm such a numpty. Trying to trying to work out how to get the last bits out. Which is a really, really painful task, really. So this is repairing the items. So everything that I've just flown through and taken off the car is all in that list there. And so basically you just restore them. So take the rust off them. So you just click it a couple of times, and obviously this is me just getting through as quickly as possible. And I think overall it cost me about £1.50 to fix up all those bits. That isn't including the glass or body panels. But yeah, the majority of it, obviously it means nothing now because this is the tutorial section, but anywho. So yes, so now the engine is out completely, which is quite cool. So this is me just messing about with the axle and the rear wheels, taking the wheels off. So yes. Play the demo. Alright, paint shop. This was good. So I wanted to get kind of just a snippet of all the kind of different rooms and the different things you can do in this game, all in this video. So mess around with the car. We'll show you the car part. Oh, not in this one, but so we got mess around with the car. Got the paint shop, and then we'll test the car out very soon. But I just want to show you the. Well, it's quite cool. It's really simple. They have lots of equipment in there, but every piece of equipment has the same options, which is cheeky. But I mean, for this cheap simulator, it's really good, really simple. You just change the hue and saturation, brightness, and whether whether it's chrome or shiny, changes the effect slightly. And there's a little bit of graphic there. Obviously the DLCs, you have more options, but literally you can put any, as long as you kind of if you mess around with the bars, you can paint it however you want. But these are just parts I've taken off the main body. So obviously you need the main body, you need wheels on the car in order to get the body into the paint shop. So we're just doing the doors and stuff now. Okay, so now we've done the paint. So I just decided to explore the whole thing. So that there's the test path there, so you can test the car's brakes and suspension, the suspension, rather than having to take it straight out onto the road. I mean, these vehicles. I mean, obviously the majority, the main part of this game is building it, but. It is a fun little game, honestly. Once you've played around for about half an hour, it's really simple. So yeah, there's that path thing, toolboxes. If you need to fix up the tyres, there's proper tyre pressure machines that are in the back. Yeah, so we're just flying through this. I don't know what that upgrade thing was, but oh, there we go. Here we go. So I've now found found the map. So this kind of shows you where the car park is, where your garage is, what sort of you know, the airport, everything. So yeah, there's the project car, and then there's the diesel car, obviously project car being in bits. So I just wanted to see what the tracks were like and how the testing car mode, you know, works. So I just wanted to play around with this, but in order to take the car out, to put oil in the engine. So this is me trying to find the oil, obviously being on the engine, which was not such a problem because I was just kind of checking it out. But it's like, how do I acquire oil? Do I buy it on the little computer? Or so I'm looking around here trying to figure out, you know, where to pick up any oil, where I can pick up any oil. Struggle a little bit, but in the end, you literally just click on it and fill. Comes up with fill if you just click straight on the cap on the top of the engine. So there we go. So I worked it out. So here we go. So I was like, how much do I put in? If I put too much in, do I have to take it out of the oil pan or whatever? Oh, there we go. So I filled it up. It was bubbling up. So I thought, oh, that's enough. Pop that back on there. Lovely. Radiators. This is me just trying to get out of it. Okay, so I filled it up, and now I'm off to the test track. Yeah. Played a demo. Right, so this is the test track. So this is me just testing the car, see how it moves, see how it runs. I only worked out how to turn really and accelerate and brake. I'm not sure what button it was to what was it? I'm not sure what the button was to handbrake turn or the view button to change it into third person. Wasn't sure how to do that, but we'll get around that. We'll get to that. So I only just realised here that it's actually a stop. There's actually a stop sign on the ground. So I just stop here. There we go. And then this is the worst surprise of all. When I had that garage, I was like, oh, alright, this is a good start to the game. And I was like, where am I? Is this like a new garage, or do I have two garages now? What's going on? So, or am I in a different part of the building maybe? Like, maybe, so I was looking for a door or something, click on that. So, okay, right, it might be just a different place completely. so the reason, so I clicked on the shop originally. So this is the car shows on the shop thing, which I thought was a an interesting touch to the game, which doesn't really need to be in it. I thought I could try and get that engine out, but obviously not. Um, but I thought maybe clicking on that might reset it, not reset it, but I might be able to get into the original um, garage by doing so. But you know, things shit happens. No, not good. Anyway, next time I pick this game up, it will start in the new garage. So I do a couple of missions, well not missions, but jobs. So that's how you pay the rent of the place. So you have to do jobs for other people, and then I'll be able to afford to build my own car, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching.